Hi everyone, Dr. Todd here from Conflict Coaching and Consulting, Charlotte, North Carolina's #1 source for anger and conflict related services. Today we're going to talk about a very exciting topic, a very interesting topic, how to spot an abusive partner. So what we're talking about is how to spot an abuser. So let me give you my fundamental philosophy regarding how abusers are born, how they become. My fundamental position is that abusive behavior is born out of anxiety. It is born out of a need to comfort or to soothe the individual's own fears of non-existence, their own fear of not being taken seriously, their own fear of what I call mattering. All of us want to matter. We want to feel a sense of that others around us love us, care for us. But there's a healthy way to do this, and there's an unhealthy way to do this. The unhealthy way, of course, is to seek manipulative and controlling ways to get other people to allow you to feel as though you matter. And that is what abusers do. They're responding to their own anxiety, and the way how they respond to this anxiety is to use manipulation and power and control techniques. So here are some of the signs. So here are some of the ways that you can spot an abuser. One, everything tends to happen very, very fast. I love you. I love you. I can't live without you. Marriages happen very fast. The relationship seems to be going at a pace that, for whatever reason, things seem to be going a lot faster than they should be. So that's one. Things are moving too fast. Two, things like wanting to check your phone, wanting to check your email. Those things don't seem to be should not be part of a healthy relationship. So this constant need to check email and check phones and those kinds of things is another sign. Another sign is showing up unexpectedly, showing up at your job, showing up at a location where you said that you might have been, and they just appear to be there without your consent or without you asking for them to come by. The other thing that I've noticed is talking badly about other people in relationships that they may have been in before. Is this kind of all or nothing thinking that the person that they were with before is all of a sudden they're 100% bad, and they're most terrible person in the world, all the people that they've been in relationships with. So that's another sign that that you're probably dealing with with an abusive partner. The other sign is everything centers around that individual. There's a constant need to do what they want, to watch their movies, to listen to their music, to do things exactly in the way how they they say or somehow indicate that should happen. The other sign is the anger just seems to be really, really intense and intimidating. That's a pretty good sign that you're dealing with somebody who's abusive. Anger is normal. It is normal to feel a sense of anger, but when that anger is so overpowering and somehow intimidating, that's a pretty good sign that you're probably in a situation with an abuser. Pressure to have sex. Sexual activity should never be such that you feel the pressure for this to happen. If at the first sign that you feel a sense of pressure to engage in sexual activity with someone, that's another pretty clear sign that you're heading into or in a relationship with someone who is abusive. The other really interesting factor is the isolation from other people. All your friends, all the friends that you've had before the relationship or the friends that you have now, the abuser tends to find either nitpicking ways of saying or some other way of saying that or indicating that person is not good for you. They find ways to isolate you from your friends and even your family. That's another clear sign that you're dealing with somebody um, who's abusive. Double standards. It's okay for me to do this, but it's not okay for you to. It's not okay for you to do it. Um, you know, it's okay for me to spend money one way, but it's not okay for you to spend money um, that same way. That's another pretty good sign. Um, the other important sign is that person treats you different to the people around you. At home, there's a kind of edginess about the individual, but when they go out, somehow there's Mr. Nice Guy, and it can be very glaring to the individual who is in a relationship with an abusive partner, and maybe even somewhat confusing. So I've kind of listed a good number of things that we can look out for. Let me just make sure I haven't missed any. Um, the individual is possessive and jealous. He especially wants to be around you all the time. They want to spend all their time with you. I mean, that's another pretty good sign that you're dealing with someone who is abusive. Just to be clear that while abusive behavior may eventually get towards the physical, the vast majority of or a large percentage of abuse is emotional. It is at its core, like I said at the beginning of this video, it is at its core a means of the abuser soothing their own anxiety, their own need to matter. However, I want to be very, very clear. Regardless of the intent or the intent of the abuser, it doesn't matter in this case. What is important is that the abused person or the person who suspects that they're being abused should always look out for themselves first. Always make sure that they take care of their own needs, and never ever ever assume that somehow you have some magic wand to fix this individual, because you don't. So that's a pretty important thing, because I hear some individuals, some women say, at his core he's really just a nice guy, and if you translate that, they're saying, I can help him. That's a bad idea. Whether you can help him or not is really not important. What is important that you take care of is that you take care of you. And just remember those factors. You may want to go back through the video um, to go over the list again. Thanks a lot for taking a look at this video. This is actually something that's pretty close to my own heart, because I grew up in a situation that in some ways was very abusive, and so some of these tactics are very familiar to me. So thanks a lot for taking a look at this video. You can check me out at masteringconflict.com or masteringanger.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share with others this video. And I really want to thank you for watching this one, and I will see you again in the next video. Thanks. And by the way, don't forget to stay calm. That's my little saying there. Take care, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.